Hey everyone, welcome to Stewardship's Multicultural YouTube channel, and today we'll be taking you through our Youth Day and showing you some exciting highlights of the day as the youths were taking an active part in God's work. So stay tuned on what's coming next. We then delved right into our youth Sabbath school class, where we were discussing the topic God's love and justice, which are the two greatest commandments. Come on and join us. We're going to have some fun.
And now the verse that we just read from Zechariah states that the wrath of God comes to those who break these two great laws, the law of loving God and the law of loving our neighbors. So we ought to be careful in how we conduct ourselves. We ought to be careful and avoid practicing idolatry in ignorance.
God is merciful, and if we are to be like Christ, we should also show mercy to others. So it's really important that we focus on these more important things that God has told us. I think that actually shows a miracle in us because we're then reflecting Christ.
We all have the same destination. We all want to go to heaven together. So there's no reason why black people and white people should not meet together here because we are brothers and sisters, irregardless that you speak another language that I cannot speak. At church, we are one family and we have one destination, that is heaven. And there's somewhere in the Bible, I think it's Romans, where it says we are all made with the same blood. We all have red blood, which shows we are one family. The Chinese don't have a type of blood that is different from us, color or what. It's red because we have the same origin and the same destination. So may God help us to show love one to another.
So, during the service, we also had a powerful sharing from our stewardship leader.
You are supposed to see that the way God thinks and the way you think are completely different. There are certain things, certain situations where we have placed ourselves in, where we have thought that God has led us this way. But when you see how God answers you, you will be shocked. You won't have words to actually or the mind to comprehend what He does for you.
We had a solemn song from the choruses just before our divine service.
Send the blessed tidings o'er the world around. Spread the joyful news wherever man is found. Whosoever will may come. Whosoever will, send the proclamation of the valiant hill. 'Tis the loving Father calls the wanderer home. Whosoever will may come.
Next on is the highlight of a sermon titled A Tale of Cities, shared by our brother Be Blessed.
You know, in the cities, it's so easy to not love God. Because in the cities, it's so easy to not know how God is supposed to be loved. Why? Because we don't have an idea of how God wants to be loved. Why? Because we don't spend enough time with God. We don't read His word because I'm busy with work. We don't read the word because I'm busy with school. We don't read the word because I'm busy with the kids. So I don't know God, and I don't know how to love Him. So here I'm here to tell you, and to simplify it and bring you close to how we can love God. I'm going to talk about 5 love languages. 5 love languages, being words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, quality time, physical touch. So, these are all the love languages that we talk about when you're having a human to human relationship, right? So how does this apply to God? How does firstly God express his love? God communicates his love through his word, the Bible, through his promises, through his commands. He also expresses his love through stories, all serve to remind us of his love and faithfulness.
Follow up with me as we listen to few testimonials about the Sabbath soon after the divine service. Hi, Pastor Munya.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm
Happy Sabbath.
good. Happy Sabbath to you. What did you learn today?
I've learned that I should show impact in the cities. People have a tendency of being placeholders or trouble causers. But I learned an element that I can transform the city and bring impact of positivity and to be a shade of light for Christ. So that was the major point. I learned something that in as much I thought maybe there's only love languages in the love world, but I've learned that there's love languages for God, taking care of others, showing compassion, bringing gifts. So God expects those fresh love languages. So I think I have to impact that one and to put it to the reality in my world. I was so challenged that area.
So today is our youth day. We are ending the youth week of prayer, which started with the Global Youth Day last week. So today we had a beautiful sermon. We enjoyed a lot. So I learned a lot from the sermons and from the Sabbath school that we can transform the community even through love. You don't have to know the verses by heart. You don't have to go and evangelize. You just have to invite people to Christ, and they should interact with Christ, not even in church. You can interact with them outside the church. So I learned a lot of things, guys, and I enjoyed today.
Hi guys. So today we learned about love, we learned about love. So I've realized that many times, we think about ourselves first, before considering the next person. So I think it's quite wise so that we act in service, in service of the people around.
Don't forget to join us every week for a fresh and relevant highlight session that reflects our unique sabbatical experience. Until next time, God bless.